My name's Kerry and I'm here to tell you all about using alternative chords with arthritis or other people that can't manipulate the chords as easily. I have fractured my thumb and it's making it very difficult for me to play. So I appreciate the fact that there's lots of people out there that can't do the finger gymnastics, and especially as you maybe develop some sort of hand or bone problem in your hand, or just that you're just not quick enough to change. Why miss out on your music? Ukulele is just such a wonderful instrument to play. I play in a 5-piece and we busk every Wednesday, and it makes it quite hard when one of us can't play. So I've spent a lot of time adapting the chords and making them so they can fit in. Today I've chosen to play a smaller soprano ukulele. Normally I play a concert, but because I have a fractured thumb, I will play one with a smaller neck to make it easier for me. So when I'm busking, I take an egg, shaker, I take my concert, and I also take the soprano. I do love my concert with the red strings on it, but sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. All right, so what can we do when it's very hard to play some of the notes? First of all, I always encourage people to learn the scales. Now I have a free video on how to find the scales, quite simple, quite basic. Most of my lessons are very basic. It also has some paperwork with lots of diagrams and how to do it, which can be downloaded from the website, but there is a cost to that, but not to the video. Learn how to manipulate the cheat chords. I have a whole workshop on how to manipulate the cheat chords. That's also available on YouTube or on my website, and it also has a download. Be prepared to learn some new chords. New sounds, new chords, and keep them in your library, because then you can swap them over in songs where you might be able to play, for example, an E minor today, but in another song where it's a quick change, you might not be able to play it and we need to adapt it. Use your voice. A lot of people just sing the words. You use your voice. If you're going to use an alternative chord, sing to it. It has a lovely bluesy sound to it, so you can make it your own and sing to it. These chords will also fit in with the chords that, the original chords. So in the paperwork on this workshop, I have given you the original of the song and then the adaptation of the song, but you'll need to download the paperwork for that, and you can see where the two fit in. If you do enjoy this video, could you please like it, because the more people like the videos on YouTube, the more I know that I'm heading in the right direction and you'd like more of that. You can also contact me if there's something specific you'd like to ask. I believe in giving you the song so you can see how the chords fit in rather than just giving you the chords. So we're going to look at four songs today and how I've changed the chords, but you can also take these chords and pop them into other songs. So the first one I'd like to have a look at is Paper Moon. I really love that song, and it's in G, and it has a G, an E7th, an A minor 7th, and a D7th. So when it plays, it goes, say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if believe in me. Okay, and then there's a bridge in it. So what we're going to have a look at is what we can do to make this easier. And we can take the G, and you will have to play the G. I haven't found an alternative way of playing a G when the song starts in G. So it goes, say it's, and goes to an E7th. All right, for me, an E7th puts a lot of pressure on my thumb, and I'm going to change that now. Say it's only, okay, so we've got a nice off note there, and that is an E minor 7th, and that actually fits in quite well with an E7th. So we go, say it's only a paper moon. So we don't have any problem with the A minor 7th because it's just an open strum. And the D7th is just those two. Now if you have trouble with those two playing the D7th, you can take it back to a D sus, which is the G and the C string instead of the G and the E string. So instead of playing a D7th with your pointer and your ring finger on the first and third string on the second fret, which may be just a little bit uncomfortable, you can use your middle finger and just put it on the C string on the second fret. So you're playing second fret on the G string and the C string, and you've got what we call a D sus. Nice, easy chord to play. So let's have a look at that now. We're going to use a G, an E minor 7th, an E major 7th, and a D sus. Now remember, all these and the directions are in the paperwork if you need to download that. Say it's, now the E minor 7th, say it's only a paper moon. So you must sing to that moon, that D sus. It fits in. I've played it with our group and there's no problem with these chords fitting in. So let's have a look at all those chords. Say it's only a paper moon, sailing over a cardboard sea. Now, it did a D to a D7th. So we went G, E 7th, A minor 7th, D7th, D, D7th, G. So what I did was do a G, an E minor 7th, an A minor 7th, a D sus, and I stayed in the D sus for the D7th, the D, the D7th, and then back to the G. And it made absolutely no difference to the song. When we played it, it sounded just the same and fitted in beautifully. Say it's only a paper moon, sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. So there we go. That D sus is just a wonderful chord that will fit in with a D minor, a D7th, or a D. We're going to have a look at the bridge now, and that's an A minor 7th, a G diminished, and a B minor. So your A minor 7th is just your open chord, no strings. Your G diminished is the easiest one of all. Of all the G diminished, you'll find lots of different ways to play it, but we're looking at pointer on the first fret on the C string and middle finger on the first fret on the A string. I don't know if you can see that, but as I said, all these diagrams are in the paper work that's on the website. So, and then of course you've got your B minor, and I play my B minors, all my minors up the fret, and we'll learn that in the scales and in the cheat chords on the second fret. And I use my ring finger because it's a lot more comfortable than trying to use my pointer, which a lot of people do. Don't let people talk you out of these things. You have to go what's comfortable for you. So let's have a look at A minor 7th, G diminished to B minor, Without Your Love. Let's go from the second verse to the bridge. Yes, it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Now that's an interesting one because what we did, we played the alternative for the D7th as well as the B minor. So if you've learned in the cheat chords or the movable chords, you play your B minor using the 3 bottom ones and your D playing the 3 top strings. So that's a different workshop. You'll need to look at the video for that one. All right, so that's all we're going to do on this one, and now we're going to move on to the next song. And it's a great song for using alternative chords. It's Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, and it's just 2 chords. It's an A minor and an E7th. Now, I always play the alternatives on this song because you can bounce it along as much as you like. And there's 2 ways of playing an A minor. There's the your pointer on the 4th fret on the C string and your middle finger on the 5th fret of the G string. So, like that, those 2 up there. So if you're wanting to do a nice bouncing, which I can't do because of my thumb, I have to look for an alternative. So the E7th, I just play it as a bar on the 4th with my ring finger, and I'm playing the A minor 7th. This way it gives my hand a bit of a rest. So it just goes like this. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. You may talk about your man of Gideon, you may talk about your man of Saul. Stand like good old Joshua at the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Very easy to play. If you've got 2 chord songs and you can play them in an A minor and an E 7th, you can play that lovely bar chord for your E 7th on the 4th fret. If you want to use it as an E, or you can put your little finger down on the A string beside the finger, and that makes the 7th. I don't, I just bar it and try just to hit the top 3 strings, because when you're going to play a C sharp minor, you're going to have to hit the 3 bottom strings, but you can learn that in the movable chords and that sort of thing. So Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, A minor 7th and an E7th. Simple, great, easy on the hand, love it. All right, we've done 2 fairly simple ones, and I'm going to move on to 2 slightly more difficult songs. These ones, this first one's called You and I, and it's in C. We've got a C, a G7th, an A minor, a D, a G7th, A minor, D minor, D, and a G7th. So we're going to have a look at this little song. And this is how it goes, a little reggae song. In the dunes by the water, a little bird wandered by, came and sat down beside me, as she bid me sweet goodbye. I'll return in the springtime to the dunes by the sea. We will love again tomorrow, little birdie, you and me. She trilled a happy love song as we sat side by side. As our eyes met, we remembered all the good times now gone by. Please return in the springtime to the dunes by the sea. We will love again tomorrow, little birdie, you and me. As the waves crashed and the birds sang, tears came to my eyes. So much love It's a pretty little song, and now we're going to look at how we can alternate those chords. So the C and the G7, if you've got the paperwork, you'll be able to follow along. So the C and the G7 are going to stay the same, but when we get to that goes in the dunes by the water. So instead of doing the A minor, I'm going to go in the dunes by the water. So I just lowered my voice just a wee bit to hit that A minor 7th. And what it did was give my hand a rest. And then we're going to go to that D sus, just those two notes. A little bird wandered by, came and sat, that's that A minor 7th, down B, and now the sus, D, down beside me, as she bid me sweet goodbye. So I haven't actually changed a chord from the D minor to the D. I've just changed the pitch in my voice and kept that D sus. So that's that way of doing it. And the E minor, when the waves crashed and the birds sang, we're just going to go to an E minor 7th. As the waves crashed and the birds sang, tears came to my eyes. So much love I will remember as I bid you sweet goodbye. Now we alternated those chords from the E minor to the E minor 7th, the D minor to the D sus, back to the E minor 7th. So really all you were doing for going from the E minor to the D minor was playing the sus, which is the 2nd fret on the G and the C, and then moving it down to the E minor 7th, which is the 2nd fret on the C and the A string. So it was a lovely way to just change the mood of that song a wee bit, but it also fits in with the original. So if somebody's playing the original and you've adapted those chords, it will all fit in beautifully. Okay, the last song we're going to look at is one called My Guy. And you really do need the paperwork for this because it's a multi-chorded song, and it has a lot of G's, E minor 7ths, G major, and it's quite quick. So where I would normally be playing a G to an E minor 7th, to a G major 7th, to an E major 7th, it just runs backwards and forwards. All I did was I just stayed in I started off in a G to give me my note, and then I just went, which is easy to move to because you play your G in the normal way, and then you just are lifting your, depending on how you play it, I play mine and with my ring finger on the E string on the 3rd fret. So you're playing your G, so to go to the E minor, you just lift that ring finger and you've got the E minor 7th, which in this case, and there are several E minor 7ths, is just the C in the 2nd fret, C string and A string. So we're just going backwards and forwards. So it will sound a bit like this. Nothing you can say can tear me away from my guy. Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck with glued to my guy. Sorry guys, there's a B7th in it, and yeah, we're going to have to play the B7th. So then we can go to the A minor 7th, and then back to your D sus. So what you can do now is have a look at the chords in the paperwork, have a look at the chords and see how this song has gone from a multi-chord, oh my God song to quite simply just lifting those fingers up and down. And it's a fantastic song, Love My Guy. Gives you lots of options to be able to play it. So that's all we're going to do in this workshop. There are lots of chords there that you can put into different songs. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't let anybody tell you that we have to do finger gymnastics. We don't. If they want to be avid about it and go and learn lots of different chords and different styles and way to do it, let them. Ukulele is about having fun, and if finding an easier way to play things is having fun for you, then do it. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like it and share it, and then I'll know that you want more. If you have any questions, please send me an email or make a comment, and I will do my best to answer your questions. But there are some chords that you will have to play regardless. Enjoy.